Okay, so as promised, I said that I would be making an updated video. It has been a minute, people. Um, so what I've been up to, basically, in terms of changes, adjustments, ups and downs, there's a lot that's been going on. But I'm still standing. I'm doing pretty good. Um, So, the purpose of this video is to just kind of give some updates about what I've been finding and researching in regards to me and just changes as far as navigating through the business world. There's like so much to know. I'm learning every step of the way, doing my research, trying to make sure I do things the right way. Let me just start out by saying that I have a business that I started. It's called Relatable and Restorative Solutions. And I will put the Instagram info in the description box. And basically, the concept of it, I had thought of it when I was actually graduating from undergrad. And it was mainly more to do with organizational communications, public relations, and to just kind of go in that route. But when I had graduated at the time, we were going through some changes as far as our economy. And I kid you not, every internship I did, the person who handled PR, there were budget cuts, those people were let go at every internship I did. So I had to transition into marketing. That's not the direction I was thinking of going into. So I was like, you know what? I'm not really into marketing. That's not really my area of expertise. Let me come up with a different business plan, something where I can kind of, figure out for myself. And I've always been into events. Even in college, I participated in doing a lot of cultural events on campus. So I tried to figure out how to incorporate everything. And as I was going through the process, I decided to get my master's, and at first I was going to do marriage and family therapy, and then I thought, okay, let me do social work, because social work is a little bit more diverse and you can do more with it. So I ended up going that route, doing social work. And then I don't know if you guys know, but social work can be consuming. It can literally take over your entire life if you don't have it planned out. And I didn't. I had nothing planned out. So it just basically took over my life. Everything was social work driven. And I don't regret that, because I think it taught me a lot. So I would never take away any of the experiences that I had. But I just think that you can get burnt out. It can make a lot of your defenses come out. You can become, what's the word I want to use here? You can kind of just lose yourself. You lose yourself. And if you don't have a routine to keep yourself balanced, things just become way out of whack. So that's basically what just happened. And then I would say over the past 3 years, I've been kind of getting back on my feet, and decided to figure out a way how to incorporate my business plan that I've always had since undergrad into kind of what I've been doing now. And part of organizational communications is about community, grassroots movements, and public relations incorporates not necessarily marketing, but you're basically representing a company, an organization, and you're maintaining that relationship between that organization and its audience. So when you think of social work, I think I've discussed this a little bit in my previous video in the book review. But when you think of social work, you think of clients, you think of organizations, you think of policy, all types of things. So, it's not crazy that the two can somehow cross paths. I think what needs to be kept in mind is that social work, we're very much about ethics. So, confidentiality, things like that. So you have to kind of keep that in mind. So I always try to make sure I keep that in mind. With public relations, you're getting into media, press, things like that. So you really have to know when to draw back and make sure that you're practicing ethics. And when you think of journalism, true journalism, and why am I bringing up journalism? Because journalism actually is a part of communications, PR, organizational communications, and I actually did minor in journalism. So they all kind of just fit together. So once I kind of figured out how to piece it and make it work for me, I started to look at it as, well, you know what, as long as I make sure to find some kind of balance as far as following ethics, then hey, I trust myself to be able to handle it. So moving forward, just setting this all up, you need to know a lot about, unless you, okay, let me back up. If you're not gonna go ahead and hire your own accountant, your own tax person, you need to do your research. And there's a lot to know. So I like to do my own research. And I like to also get input from other people. So I'm always open to that. So if you guys have any suggestions for me, please feel free to let me know. So pretty much, what am I sharing? I'm pretty much gonna just let you guys know some helpful things, I guess, that I've been able to find. So one thing I will start out with is free trainings and certifications. So I was able to find a website, Skillsoft. Is a company, and I actually recently completed a harassment training with Skillsoft for a job that I just did. So it's legit. So you can go on there and do different trainings, and there's one I think on there about accounting, and you can get a certification. So I would read into that and see if that's something that works for you as far as wanting to get certifications. And let me also backtrack and say this too. So those of you who are in the very beginning stages of wanting to start your own business, meaning like you don't even have a plan, you just know you have passions about certain things, but you don't know what you wanted to do, I suggest just like keep exploring, do things that inspire you. It'll give you ideas, jot them down, and eventually you'll come up with a plan. And once you come up with a plan, there are videos out there on YouTube of people who can walk you through the process of making your business official, starting an LLC, nonprofit. It really depends on what works best for you. So there is a YouTuber who is really inspirational in helping navigate this. I'm gonna put her information in the description too. I think it's Professor Kez, I think. I don't want to say it wrong, so I'll just double check and I'll put it in the description. As far as the accounting piece, like I said, you can take some certifications, get some certifications online, or get yourself an official certified professional accountant. There are some who have YouTube pages. I will also put the name of someone who I like to follow. And to be honest with you, there's so many informative videos out there on YouTube. I think it just comes down to whose style works best for how you learn, and that's it. They'll let you know up front, what they're not an expert in, so you know what you can take from it and what you can leave right off the bat. So yeah, I think that's pretty much the update I want to give. Oh, another thing, if you want, you can find a business lawyer to maybe allow you to have some consult with them if you want. You don't have to. And then I highly recommend getting in contact with your state's small business association and getting in contact with them. They might be able to also guide you in a good direction. And you can even meet with a bank manager, ask them questions about business accounts and how that works and all those types of things. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys have comments, like I said, that might help me out, and maybe I can research some things and let you know how I get connected, I am more than willing to do that. So let me know how I can help.